What's up, friends of the internets? Welcome back to the Jube Tube. Before we get started today, I've got to throw a huge shout out to the artist known as Spaceship Moon. When I started this YouTube channel, I started doing little things here or there, and as I got some things perfected, I worked on other things. So the thing I'm working on now is the outro to the channel when I give you new videos to watch and the option to subscribe. I reached out to get some good music, some custom music to add to that. So I reached out and I wanted music that was custom. I didn't want to grab from a library where many other people have probably grabbed songs from there or people would run across it. So this is mine, this is my own, this is for my channel, and one draft. One draft is all it took for this man to knock it out of the park. So huge thank you to him. Go check out him on SoundCloud. Again, Spaceship Moon. Knocked it out of the park. Today we're going to be talking about something that many of you are paying more than you should for, and things that people apparently can't get their hands on. This thing. Look at it. It's so cute. So cute. Put it in your living room with your entertainments. I'm pretty excited about this. I haven't opened this. I did not get an NES Classic. I will say this, for anybody watching this video who is potentially trying to buy a scalped version of this for $200, $300, $400, don't do it. Retailers have already said that they're going to get more as the weeks come on and the holiday season and things like that. I went to my local Target. They gave out almost 40 tickets that morning. Best Buy down the street had almost 50 tickets. Each GameStop has anywhere between 10 and 15. Obviously, they're smaller. Walmart, I don't know how many they had. I think they had about 20, and they did it at midnight, and they were gone by the morning. So, I mean, they're getting a lot more than the NES Classic did. So please save your money and just don't pay that much. Those are horrible human beings. I hope they know that they're horrible human beings because they are. So anyways, I wanted to open this up, kind of talk about my excitement for this, and then also go play a little bit and kind of give my review of just like how I remember it as a child and jumping into these games again, because I haven't played many of these in a very, very long time. First off, if you don't know the roster, there it is. I'm going to read it out loud though. I'm going to first go into what I really, really liked about seeing the roster, and that was that every game that I owned as a kid, which is not very many, is on this roster. The reason that I bought this, and I wasn't super into buying the NES Classic, I didn't try very, very hard, was because this was my first system. I was born in '90, so I didn't have the NES. I was way too young to really appreciate it, and this was the first system that I got. And I had Super Mario World, I had, what was it, Mega Man X, I had Donkey Kong 2 and 3, but this is the first one. Everybody's played that. I didn't own a lot as a kid. Like, I played those to death, those just few games. But there is Contra 3, there's Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, there's Star Fox 1 and Unreleased 2, there is Yoshi's Island, there's Super Mario Kart, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby Superstar, Secret of Mana, Castlevania, Super Punch-Out, Street Fighter 2, F-Zero, Super Metroid. And I'm leaving a few of these off. Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Earthbound I didn't mention. But like Secret of Mana, I've always heard great things about, so I'm super excited to jump into that. Final Fantasies, I mean, if you like those games, I feel like they all are enjoyable. And 10 was how I got into Final Fantasy and liked them ever since. So I'm excited to get into that. Star Fox is always fun. My first Zelda that I played was Ocarina of Time. So I didn't get into Link to the Past, but everybody knows that game. So I can't wait to play that game. Now I'll shut up because I've been pretty much looking at the box this whole time. You've been looking at the top of my head. So let's open it up. Again, since I didn't get the NES Classic, one thing that's surprising about this that I was not aware of is how small this thing is. Look at this thing. Look at my face. It's like 50% the size of my head. It's super tiny. You're really playing just for a fancy emulator. That's exactly what this is. But at least I would have preferred it to be like the original size. I get why it's not. I finally got an N64 about a year ago, and it's just awesome to see it sitting with my other systems in its, original glory. And this, I'm not complaining by any means. Beggars can't be choosers, but it is very, very tiny. These, however, are their glorious. Oh, that feels so cool. I gave my Super Nintendo away as a kid because I was like, I've got a PlayStation now. I don't need this. And I regret it every day of my life. I'm so happy to have it back. Now, one thing I've seen mentioned, and I'm unraveling now, is that the cords are still very short. And they are. Stretched out. Can I get it in frame? Can I get it? I don't know how to work about it. Oh well. It's an arm span. Where am I at? I don't know. It's about an arm's length. You know what I mean? Like, not even that. Like, my elbows aren't even straight. Like, that's... No one plays this close to a TV anymore, Nintendo. No one does. Everyone owns a TV bigger than the 19-inch boxes when these came out originally. Like, no one has a TV that small that they play that close. Like, really? Come on. That's... I will say that is not exciting. And they're using, like, the Wii connectors, which I'm pretty sure they just had a whole bunch left over because no one was buying them. Sorry, not sorry. Everything else in the box is just the HDMI and the power. So that's it for that. Again, two big takeaways for me from the actual hardware is that it's super tiny. So if you're looking to have it look like original Super Nintendo, it does, but it doesn't. And the cord length, which from my understanding, the NES Classic had this complaint. Why didn't you fix it? The cords are, I mean, I would say maybe 4 or 5 feet long, maybe. I don't know. So that's a little disappointing. I don't know if you can buy extenders for that, but I mean, you just gotta sit really close. I don't know. But I'm gonna go play, and I'm gonna hop back on and kind of give my reviews of just getting into the system and things like that. Time out. I'm back. Based on what I said earlier, this being my first system and it holding, you know, that nostalgic value of gaming in my heart, you're gonna come to find out that yeah, you're not gonna be surprised by the fact that I love it. It's fantastic. I don't know. I mean, it's the same games. It's the same little square screen, shrunken down on an HD screen. So that, I mean, I didn't expect anything more than that, but that's the one little hiccup that I see. It's not even a hiccup. I don't know why I expected it to fill an HD screen, but that's that. But anyways, like, I hopped on. First thing I did was play Star Fox. Beat that level so I could get Star Fox 2. And then I hopped on to, like, Mario. Just hearing that, like, little song and jingle as that starts off, I just got a smile on my face. Like, I was so excited to play these games again. And I'm not so much excited just for me, but my son right now, who's very little, enjoys Mario Kart on the Switch, like really likes playing that and really likes Mario. And so I'm really excited to play like Super Mario Kart and Super Mario World and all those games with him as well, because those are just, they're more friendly, they're more cartoony, you know. I feel like he'll enjoy those more. I'm excited for him to play those with him and kind of start those memories as well, and kind of have him start where I started with that kind of stuff. And I'm really, really excited to play this. I don't know how often I'll play it, because I've got, you know, every other gaming system, and there's so many good games coming out in October that I won't have a lot of spare time as far as gaming goes, because I don't have a lot of spare time as far as life goes. So I don't regret the purchase at all. I don't know how much I'll play it, but I just know that when I do play it, I'm just going to have this stupid grin on my face because I'm so happy to be in these games where it all started for me. I'm so excited to start playing the games that I never played as a kid. You know, I had those 3-4 games or whatever, and I played those to death, and that was it. That's all I ever had. So having these, you know, Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, those kind of things there waiting for me, I'm super excited to get into those too. Alright guys, fill up the comment section below. We talk about it every week. You know, let me know what you think. Let me know if you were able to get one. Let me know if you've got people filling up your city who bought one and are trying to sell it to you for an exorbitant amount of money because they're terrible people. Like it, hit the subscribe button wherever it shows up, like we went over earlier. I don't know how to work around my, you know, view. You know where it is. You see my face and the circle pops up. You see the red button down there. Share it with the world. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all again next time.